to attend their World Cancer Day event, along with other exhibitors to create awareness for the public on this Cancer Day.
Great. And how is it going so far for you, Manaus? And
Amazing.
what do you hope to achieve from this business?
We hope to achieve of what we
Continue with life, showing them that support. Tell me firstly, what is Al-Ansar Cancer Support doing here exactly?
Okay, this morning we were invited by the NETCARE Parklands Hospital to set up a stall and show the public exactly what we do. So we are here. There's lots of other exhibitors. They are doing blood pressure and sugar testing, but we are here more to promote our organization, to make the public aware of exactly what we do, to meet new patients, to meet the old patients. We had them pop in from the morning to come and say hello to us. So Parklands decided to create an awareness. As you know, World Cancer Day is on the 4th of February. The theme for this year is United by Unique. Simply means we advocate for compassion and personalized care that addresses physical, emotional, and social needs of each individual. it also calls for action. That's what we're doing here
Oh,
today.
I like that. It calls for action, right?
Yes.
So, how is it? You said that's what you're doing here today. I love the stall, by the way. You're
Thank
going to
you.
just tell us what exactly you have at your stall and exactly how's it going for you today?
Absolutely amazing. We had our patients come in from the morning, pop in to say hello. We met new patients, surprisingly, in just a few
Alhamdulillah.
hours
Yes.
to come in and say hello, find out more about what we're doing, where we based. We have few goodies on sale. That's just simply a fundraising for the organization. It
Yeah.
just helps us.
Those goodies caught my eye, so I think I need to purchase some
So we
of
try
them.
to keep them pretty
Yes.
and reasonable so that we encourage the public to support us. And yeah, also networking. We had
Right.
the executive team go out and network with people doing yoga and oncologists, people that we can use, professionals in the field that we can call in on the monthly meeting to educate our patients. So it's all about networking today, educating the public. We had the girls from Ridge Park College pass by the table. Also,
I
tell
see
us what
that.
you do.
Yeah.
Can we help you in future endeavors? Because we also want,
Beautiful.
to help with the cancer patients. So it's really been quite fruitful this morning. We didn't expect to turn out, but wow, Parklands pulled it off.
Absolutely. I
Really.
mean, it's so beautiful to see the support. And I think when you're going through something life changing, cancer is life changing. We know that. The
It,
support is so amazing and
and
it's
it
so
affects
necessary.
everybody in the family. If you're
Absolutely.
suffering with cancer, but somehow your relatives, everybody in the family is going to get involved. It's not just you that's going
Yeah,
through it.
that's true. The
Because
ripple effect that goes on.
yes, they all are there for support. So that's what the organization does. We offer support to the patients. We meet them monthly
Hmm.
at the Alansar Conference Center and offer them a little treat. And we get different professionals in the field to educate them and tell them no things that they cannot ask the doctor or feeling hard to speak to the oncologist about and things.
Correct.
So we
That's wonderful. Alhamdulillah, Allah
educate
Azza wa
them.
Jalla reward you all for this wonderful work that you're doing because I think only when you speak to the cancer patients you realize the impact of your work. Because when your health is all good, Alhamdulillah, always say Alhamdulillah because we don't know when things can change. But when we are in a good space, remember it's so important that we offer our support in whichever way we can. That is the beauty of our deen. Tell us, lastly, what would you like the listeners of Radio Al Ansar to know? What would you like to make them aware of, or what is your message for today?
Simply, we just want the public to know that we are there. This is what we do. This is where we base. Please pass the message on to your family, friends, anybody suffering with cancer or can benefit from the organization. It's just about awareness. That's it. We need people to come to know about us. It's a female only group. We are Islamic ethos based, but also open to people of all faiths, obviously. So it's not just Muslims. So we encourage you, please, if you are listening in, please remember us in your humble du'as. That's all the organization needs. Lots of that, lots of du'as and your support. And just make the public aware of what we do, where we're based, and come and pop in, say hello, tell the patients to come and visit us.
Absolutely, and may the organization Al Ansar Cancer Support Group continue to grow from strength to strength, inshallah, and provide the support that is much needed. Because often in that space, again, you don't know what somebody needs, but by holding this kind of atmosphere and this platform, it supports them in ways that I think you and I cannot even process, fathom, and understand. Thank you so much, may Allah reward you. Until we connect again, thank you
Inshallah.
so much for coming on to Urban Women. Assalamu alaikum wa
Jazakallah.
rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jazakallah for having me. Assalamu alaikum.
And that was Sister Zora Parekh from the Al Ansar Cancer Support Group. They have a very pretty stand here. I think, ladies, if you come, you're going to definitely purchase a lot from there, especially if you have daughters and things like that. She was not understating when she said, all pretty little things, that's what they have. But coming up in we're going to have an interview with Sister Pam Chetty from NETCARE Parklands Hospital. Let's see who's coming in here. And then we're going to have a lineup of interviews just to find out more about what's happening here at NETCARE Parklands Hospital. Stay tuned. It's Urban Woman with me, Razia Rangrage. 11:21 is your time.
Sorry, Sister Pam is busy. I'm going to speak over. My name is
lovely ice cream. So myself and the techs are enjoying it, trying to cool off here in this heat. But they are doing a lot of good work. Joining me in the craft now is Subhashini Midley, who's a regional radiotherapy manager, and she's going to be chatting with us. Good morning and welcome to Radio Alansar, Subhashini.
Good morning. Thank you.
It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. Now I know there's this term called DIBH, but I have no idea what it is. Please tell us a little bit more about that.
Okay, thank you for the introduction. Yes, so we are radiotherapy department situated at NETCARE Parklands Hospital in Overport, and we provide a specialized treatment for left-sided breast cancer patients called DIBH.
Right.
DIBH, the term is abbreviated into Deep Inspiration Breath Hold.
Oh.
So if I can quickly give you a little bit of a demonstration or a visual on how this is done. So patients that have left-sided breast cancer have the heart that we have to protect.
Oh.
Now, if we don't protect the heart, the late effects of this is myocardial infarction, which is, in other words, heart attack.
Right.
So we have ladies ranging from very young ages, and we want to give them a better quality of life. So this is very much a management and a long-term management procedure where if a patient takes a deep breath in, pushes the heart out the way, and we're able to focus on just the left breast or the scar area or the chest wall. If a mastectomy, that means the entire breast was removed, and we can give optimal radiation to that area while sparing the heart.
Wow.
A very, very adaptive and a very how can I say a treatment that has really benefited our patients.
Mm.
We've now become a specialist center with this treatment, and
Wow.
we are now going to use it on the right side of breast cancer. It's a trial that we're going to go forth with, where we're going to start saving the lungs. So yes, it's a really good treatment. Patients come far and wide for this treatment. Our doctors refer patients quite a few a week.
Mhm.
So it's a very good treatment and with very good results.
You know, you have basically shared so much of information that I think, us laymen and people who don't have cancer don't appreciate what actually having cancer means. So the cancer patient, you spoke about the heart, you spoke about lungs, these are big organs. And we had no idea because we just think breast cancer. And obviously now it's going deeper in the body and obviously affecting those areas. Thank you so much for that explanation. At least I know what DIBH means.
It's a
It's a
pleasure.
wonderful day, and I think Parklands Netcare Parklands is doing a fantastic job in this World Cancer Day awareness. What is your message to our listeners out there today?
Yes, so the theme for World Cancer Day is United by Unique. So the story that every patient has is a unique story, and the
Absolutely.
united comes from the caregivers and the supporters, where we unite to provide a holistic support. And
Mhm.
I can vouch for NetCare Parklands Hospital providing a holistic care to the patient, because we're an oncology hospital where we
Yes.
have ward services, 42 oncologists that actually refer to this hospital. And we
Wonderful.
have a nursing navigating support where we have an oncology nurse that holds your hand through the procedure
Oh
from
wow.
diagnosis until end of treatment,
Oh
be it
wow.
radiotherapy or chemotherapy. So my word out there to the community is, if you have time today, please come through to the hospital. There's so much that we have to offer. We are here to answer questions. We even invited the matriculants to the hospital today so
I've
that we
seen
can.
that. I thought that was so impressive.
Yes, so
Yes.
that we can actually impart our knowledge, and you know what, we need more. We need more people in the industry. So my message is that it's not the end of the world when you're diagnosed with cancer. There is support, there is care, and we will hold your hand. That is
Oh,
the message that I have for today.
I love the energy. You can feel it's full of support, holding everybody's hands, and you are not alone. And we're here to support you right through. Thank you so much. May the hospital and the oncology department as well continue to grow from all the work striving to also bring in the future. This is always growth from what I'm hearing. And until we connect again, thank you so much for your time, Subhashini.
Thank you.
Really a pleasure. And that is Subhashini Midley, the regional radiotherapy manager here at NETCARE Parklands Hospital, chatting with us more about what she does and how amazing the hospital is. We're going to be interviewing more people. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a few. Hospital. Yes, I was trying to have my ice cream. But anyway, I'm so happy to meet such wonderful ladies here at NETCARE PARKLANDS Hospital. Joining me now in the craft here is Dristi Brandier, who actually does radiotherapy as well. And she's going to be telling us a bit more about her work and what it entails. Good morning, Dristi, and welcome to Radio Avansar Urban Women.
Hi, thank you for having me.
It's an absolute pleasure. Now, radiotherapy. We are Radio Alansar, but talk to us about radiotherapy. You know, it's something that is so important.
So, unfortunately, I can't be on radio all day like you.
Yes.
But what I do is I use radiation to treat cancer patients. So, what my plan involves is me working hand in hand with an oncologist. We actually work with a whole multidisciplinary team, but my main point of contact is the oncologist. They refer the patient to us for treatment, and we then do CT scans where we scan the patient's radiation. That is where we visualize exactly how we need to deliver the radiation, how the machine needs to move, exactly what dose needs to be given. And we then determine with the oncologist how many days of treatment the patient needs, how much the patient's body can tolerate. And we then hand it over to our treatment radiotherapists, and they then deliver the treatment. And what's important for this is we see our patients every day. So we can see a patient for just one day. We can also see a patient up to 8 weeks. So we develop a very, very strong bond with the patient. We develop a very good relationship with the patient. And we have a very technical job, but we also keep it very close with the patients, making sure that we have a good mental health relationship as well.
Bringing in that sense of humanness,
Yes,
right? It's
correct.
not typical, what can I say, clinical kind of a formula, strategy, and environment, because we know, I mean, radiotherapy, everything that you've just explained and so forth, that's a wonderful theme. And from what you're expressing, it does show the whole theme about united by unique. Share with us, what does this mean to you?
So it's actually quite funny how when I'm chatting to a patient on their first day when they come through for treatment, I always tell them, I'm going to tell you a list of side effects. And those side effects may affect you. You may get stories from lots of people that have been on the cancer journey before.
Yes.
But your journey is unique to you. The way radiation affects you is not the way that it may have affected someone else. Someone might have had a horrible journey, but you may go through this and have the best journey ever. Like my manager said earlier, she had said she met a patient that said she was very happy on her journey. And that is a very unique journey because lots of our patients are dealing with the psychological effects of the cancer diagnosis, and treatment and everything that happens very, very quickly. So what I love about this theme is every patient is unique. Every patient is going through their own struggles. And we are there to support them, as well as inviting you here and inviting all the people outside, is by showing that we're all united as a community and we're all here to support them in whatever way we can.
I love it. And Christy, you have such a beautiful personality. I can actually feel it. So I think you're in the perfect place. Cancer patients, knowing that, you know what, I'm doing this for years. I can see how this kind of goes. But what keeps you motivated and inspired in order to bring that energy to transfer it, to keep them inspired?
So I say this every day, is I am here for the patient. The patient is my main priority. And I always say, if I were in this journey, if I had all this happening to me, how would I want to be treated?
Beautiful.
And that is what keeps me going. That is what makes me treat every patient with compassion, with empathy, making sure that they understand that they do have the support. Is that if I were in this journey, I would want that support for myself.
Wow. So you live by the premise, treat others how you want to be treated. And of course, you say the platinum rule is treat others how you want God to treat you as well. Oh, so wonderful chatting with you. Keep up the amazing work and have yourself a lovely day further. Until then, bye for now.
Thank you for having me.
Only a pleasure. That was Dristi Brandio chatting with us about the work she does. She's in radiotherapy, speaking very much from her heart, the passion coming through. Clearly, we can see this is the support that they are here to assist cancer patients with. It's World Cancer Day, united by unique. Quick break. I'll be back with more interviews. Stay tuned. So connecting with people that have actually been invited to be a part of World Cancer Day. And joining me in the craft now is Thea Naidu from Christina Phipps organization. Welcome to Radio Island Side. It's wonderful to have you in the craft with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Right, it's an absolute pleasure. Now, we've been chatting. I find what you had to say very interesting. Share with our listeners what kind of support the Christina Phipps Foundation organization actually provides.
So, Christina Phipps provides free oncology yoga to the cancer community in hospitals, healthcare settings, clinics, community centers, and yoga studios.
Mhm.
So, we provide free of charge yoga to the whole cancer community. So, that is survivors, patients, clinicians, family, friends, caregivers,
Mhm.
and it's at
Wonderful.
every stage of your journey.
Right. And the reason for this kind of free support?
So the reason being that within the South African context, access is not equally distributed. Not everyone has easy access in terms of transport, financial care,
True.
even just spatial planning and personal care, and the ability to advocate in a medical setting. We don't replace clinical care, but we provide an option for the people who are in between, who don't have adequate medical coverage to continue with physiotherapy, or who don't feel comfortable in that kind of clinical environment. Yoga provides psychosocial support, physical support, mental support. It is a salutogenic activity, meaning it's health promoting. It
Okay.
inspires healthier behavior and it provides pain relief, social support. It also helps with mobility before and after surgery. It helps, so just any type of exercise, 150 minutes a week, is enough to improve your outcomes by half.
Oh, that's absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing the work that you do. What is your message for today, being World Cancer Day and being part of this NETCARE Parklands initiative?
So my message is that our goal this year is we are united in our goals but unique in our needs. And as our needs are unique, it falls to us to be proactive in our own care and taking control and having agency and autonomy to make choices for ourselves. And that starts with prevention and having the ability to advocate for yourself, to be aware of your own body and your unique needs.
That social prevention is better than cure indeed. And I think awareness is so important because ignorance is bliss doesn't serve everywhere. I often say that. Thank you so much for your time, for sharing the work that you do, and continue doing the wonderful work because I really believe whatever you give out does come back. It's so beautiful to see all the different kind of initiatives that is being done in order to support cancer patients. And so we connect again. Thea, have yourself a lovely day.
Thank you for having me.
Only a pleasure. That was Thea Naidu chatting with us about what her organization does and how they support people. They don't replace medical assistance. You've heard it. Connecting with people and finding out, it's amazing to see how people come together, united by unique. Yes, united by the same goal, basically, and the same passion, but unique, helping people in their own unique journeys. It's your Urban Woman Show. Let's go for a quick break. Hospital, today's World Cancer Day. Alhamdulillah, I've always wondered now, speaking to all of the professionals that are absolutely, as you know, assisting, getting together to support cancer patients. What was going through my mind is I wonder how the patient themselves feel. And also, what does it mean for them to receive all of this support? Joining me now in the crafter is Lena Naidu, who is a proud survivor. As you can see, I love this cash that she's wearing. Good morning, Lena. Welcome to Razia Al Ansar Urban Women.
Thank you very much. Good morning to the listeners.
It's
I'm
absolute
Lena
pleasure.
Naidu. I was diagnosed with cancer in 2005, and it was called non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. At the beginning, I was all upset, depressed, and I realized, my family is going down with me, and I decided I want to be brave enough and fight this. And I think there was a lot of motivation from doctors and nurses at the Oakland's Cancer Center. They did an amazing job. And their words of encouragement was absolutely beautiful. So I went through that 6 months of chemotherapy, and I survived it, and my hair grew, and I think I looked even better than I did previously. And then I was diagnosed with stomach cancer somewhere in 2018. But I must tell you, and I'm so grateful that I joined the Al Ansar Cancer Support Group. It's through the amazing team and the amazing ladies that motivated me to be brave and fight this. And amazing how I went through that radium, because I dreaded every minute of it when I heard about the side effects, the pain that you go through. And I tell you, the ladies were so encouraging and so amazing, and I survived it all. And then I was diagnosed with it was colon. They said the tumor wasn't cancerous, but the polyps were burned, and I had one. And then I went on a holiday to India. I came back and I had another colon up, and then I went to Turkey.
Oh, wow.
And I said
Nothing
to the
stopping you, hey?
gastroenterologist, you know what, can I go for a holiday and come back? And he said, no, just go and come back. You'll be fine. And I spoke to the ladies at the Al Ansar Cancer Support Group, and they said to me, wow, you know what, just go. We're all praying for you. Just go. And I went, and I survived it. And I'm having another colon up on the 4th of March. But I'm going to Mauritius for our Hindu prayers. So I'll be back on the 3rd, and the 4th I'll be at theater in Auckland, in Parklands Hospital. So I am praying about it, and I'm positive in a way. And I must say, hats off to my Al Ansar Cancer Support Group. They are so amazing, so motivating, so encouraging. I think that's where I'm getting all my strength from. And I know I'm going to be okay.
I
Thank
love
you.
that. I
Thank
love that
you so
positivity
much.
that's coming through. And I mean, listening to your journey from 2005, so that's already 20 years.
20 years.
SubhanAllah, look at that. And I mean, nothing's getting you down. You're hearing something, you're hearing that you have to go for an operation, but I'm jumping into the plane and I'm going, I'll be back for the operation when I need to.
Yes.
So that's the power of support. You chose to live by hope and positivity rather than the crippling fear of what cancer could play out to be in your life.
Yes.
I love that. Your message for other cancer patients.
I want to tell other cancer patients, cancer is actually a life sentence, not a death sentence. So I know as soon as you diagnose, okay, we're all depressed, we start crying, we are very sad about it, but I had a friend that got diagnosed with cancer last week, and I spoke to her this morning, and I encouraged her to come out here, and I said to her, be brave. She is a bit okay. She's a bit brave, very positive. She was a nurse for 40 years. And I explained to her that she must join us at the Al Ansar, and she's definitely going to be joining us. But she's going to take it from whatever treatment is going to start for her next.
That's so wonderful to know that the Al-Ansar Cancer Support Group has such a profound impact on people's lives, fulfilling their intention
Yes.
of the organization
Yes,
of the
and
group
it's
as
so
well.
beautiful. They actually put a name that somebody is sick, and we all are praying for that person.
Beautiful.
Whatever faith we have, we all are
100%.
praying.
100%. It's that energy to
So-
good thoughts as well that
Yes.
carries everybody through. If I may just ask out of curiosity, I mean, I know your energy is sweet 16. However, how old are you now, Lena?
I just turned 70.
Wow, subhanAllah.
Yes.
Just turned 70. I think you're an inspiration to all. Definitely living by what you're saying. Cancer is not a death sentence, it's a life sentence. I've never met somebody who has traveled as much as you have. I think so. Keep up the amazing work, your positivity. Keep
Thank you
shining
so
and
much.
spreading that out.
Thank
And
you so
again,
much.
also for your appreciation to Alan Cancer Support. Until we connect again, have yourself a lovely day.
Okay, thank you so
Thank you so
much.
much, and
Thanks
bye
and
for
the
now.
best to all cancer patients. Wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. That was Lena Naidu, a proud cancer survivor. She's wearing the cachet, and it's so wonderful to have her here. So inspiring to hear her story. I mean, think about it. You've heard it, 20 years. Hearing that she needs this operation, that operation, hopping onto the plane. Do you have that kind of positivity inside of you? And I think that is essentially the game changer. We're going to be having another interview coming up shortly with the regional or the general manager, sorry, of NETCARE Partners Hospital. Stay tuned for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Now with the general manager of NETCARE Partners Hospital, Thea Janse van Rensburg. Good morning, Thea, and welcome to Radio Ansar.
Good morning, and thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity.
Thank you so much for inviting us here as well. I love the initiative, such wonderful feedback coming through, such amazing. We've just chatted and interviewed a survivor, proud cancer survivor, who has affirmed that cancer is a life sentence. And I'm just thinking, okay, 20 years she's living with it, she's been diagnosed. That means when she was 50, and who would have thought at the age of 70 years she will be going strong, still traveling, flying everywhere, and people who don't even have cancer, sadly, they don't see the age of 70. So it's a wonderful initiative. I love what's going on right here. But share with us, how does NETCARE Parklands, or how are they unique in their cancer care?
So, yes, this is actually an initiative that we actually need to do on a monthly basis, because the message that we really need to get out to the listeners there is this lady said it's a death sentence, and it doesn't have to be. The
Yes,
great news about this is that it doesn't have to be.
correct.
Because if you actually do your pre-screening, if you go for your annual testing, like your mammograms and all of that, those pre-screening tests is actually the best cure for cancer.
Right.
And I really want to encourage all the listeners, when you think of cancer, yes, when you diagnose it, it's like a death sentence. But let's all take ownership for our health, and let's really do those pre-screenings on an annual basis. Many times you find that, the medical aid, it's a lot of cost, and then so easily you decide, no, I'm not going to do the screening. I'm maybe going to just leave it or
Yeah.
postpone it.
Yeah.
And I really want to tell the listeners, don't. And you've been asking me what is unique about Parklands, and that's the great thing about Parklands. It's like literally you come here from pre-screening, from your mammograms, from your pre-screening tests, to your surgical treatments if you need surgical intervention, to your oncology treatments, and in the unlikelihood that you became palliative, it's the palliative as well. But what's actually the best of Parklands is, and so unique about Parklands, is the fact that we focus on the person and not the disease. In saying that, that's the cancer patient, the family. So we offer that care to the entire family, and we navigate them through those difficult situations with our nurse navigator, who really walks a very close close path with the patients and the family in educating, in helping them with questions. And that's really what is so lovely. You come through your screening right through to that special care from our nurse navigator, Pam Chetty. It's really just offering that special human factor to the whole treatment.
You said the key word, human factor, because essentially nobody is the same. And we all have unique fingerprints as well. So I love what you just expressed, that you deal with everybody individually, because we all have different mindsets. We all see things differently. So hearing something for me will be very different to you as well. So that's wonderful that you take cognizance of what it means for that individual to support them uniquely. Well, we wish NETCARE Parklands Hospital all the best, and may they continue to strive and grow from strength to strength in this wonderful initiative and everything else that you do. Thank you so much for your time. Until we connect again, we do wish that this day turns out to be as prosperous as you hope for it to be.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Only a pleasure. That was Thea Janse van Rensburg, the General Manager at NETCARE Parklands Hospital, chatting with us about today, World Cancer Day, and also the theme United by Unique. Now, I think it's so important that actually we know how to actually support a cancer patient. Now, sometimes we can hear a loved one has been diagnosed with cancer. So the question is, how do we support them? It can be so overwhelming. Remember to be present and listen. Sometimes your presence is so much more powerful than just words. And also remember to allow them to express their feelings. They need to be able to go through the process to feel what they're feeling. You don't necessarily need to fix things, so to say. And listen with empathy. Remember, try and understand where they're coming from and also validate their emotions. So whether it's fear, whether it's anger, or whether it's sadness, remember, in order to heal, you have to feel. So hold that energy, give them that space. We don't know what they're going through as well. Also remember, offer some practical help. So they might not always ask for help. Offer specific support, maybe like cooking a meal. I know many of our wonderful urban women love to do that. Also perhaps driving appointments or assisting with household tasks. And you can help them to organize their medical information, or maybe accompany them to the doctor or the doctor's visits if they are comfortable with that. I think it's so important for us to know respect is so important, especially when it comes to the emotional needs. Every person processes the lives different. Some talk, others might just need that space. This is the way they process, and that's okay. Let them lead the conversation and avoid pushing them to be positive all the time. I think this is where we fall short, where it's like, you have to be positive, you need to be strong, but that's not dealing in a healthy way. It's basically taking everything, shoving it under the carpet, or like a balloon that just begins to blow, become enlarged, and one day it pops. So it's important that they feel everything that they need to. And also, instead of saying, I'd be strong, rather say, I'm here for you. You don't have to go through this alone. Those are quite empowering words. And remember, it's okay to share hopeful stories, but don't invalidate their fears. We need to share hope. We need to share inspiration, but also be empathetic to what they're going through. So support their choices regarding treatment and lifestyle adjustments as well. And remember, stay in touch and check in on them regularly. Now, cancer can feel isolating, so send messages, voice notes, or visit them when possible. A simple message like, thinking of you, how are you feeling today? It can make a world of a difference. Remember, respect their privacy. So let them decide how much they want to share about their diagnosis. If they confide in you, we know that in our DN, it's an amana. So keep it confidential unless they give you permission to share. And of course, encourage them to join a support group or seek professional counseling if they need, and offer to research resources. So accompany them to support meetings if they're open to it. And remember, most importantly, you cannot serve from an empty vessel. So supporting someone with cancer can be emotionally draining. Make sure that you have your own support system and practice self-care as well. From the Urban Woman team, myself, Razia, Rangrage, Zakaria, and Asif in the crafter, Riyaz, he's also somewhere around. We want to say this is a wrap of our show today. As we said, coming to you live from NETCARE Parklands Hospital. Your sellout times for Durban as per Jamia KZN Zohar begins at 12:15, ends at 16:54. Asr begins at 16:00. 1655 and at 1853. I'll catch you tomorrow, same time, same place. Also, very big thank you to Tobacco back in the studio. After that, subhanallahi wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.